Welcome back. Today we have another body cam rewind. Last time we looked at the July 25th, 2018 body cam footage of her and George getting arrested for domestic violence. I know they're not about to empty the trash right now. I just started. Are y'all really going to pick up the trash? Sir. Sir. Do you mind? Thank you. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, our last video we saw was the July 25th, 2018 arrest of Sarah Boone and George for domestic violence, where she called the police saying that he kicked her in the face. She also failed to mention that she was strangling him on the stairs, which caused him to kick her in the face in order to get freed. She called the police to scare him, and they found out, and so they both got arrested.
Yes! Right here. Go get him. Please put the finger of the police.
So you don't want to press charges? Okay. Hands behind your back.
For what?
For battery domestic?
Me?
Both of you. You two hitting each other.
Oh.
Is
this for real?
This is for real.
Why am I in trouble though?
Because of
Why
the
am
marks
I in
he
trouble?
has all on his neck and the inconsistencies
That's
of
me
the story.
fighting back. Why? Because I fucking fought back?
Now, a year later, this is going to be June 18th, 2019 incident where Sarah gets George arrested. So I don't like this footage because Sarah doesn't also get arrested, but it is just so wild. Someone told me about it in the comments and I had to look it up. By the way, this footage comes from the channel Transparent T. There'll be a link in the description to their channel and to the video I got. If you want to watch the body cam all the way through without my commentary, then I would go check them out. So I want to dive into the background context of this interaction before getting into the actual body cam footage. I wanted to provide some background context to this. So the incident happened on June 18th, 2019. On June 15th, 2019, 3 days prior, there was another arrest that occurred. And it was when Sarah called the cops on George. There was a dispute. I have it right here. I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to hold it up there while I give this background. And you can pause and read it if you would like to. And in this one, Sarah claims that he beat her up, threw her around, all of these bad things. She does have a bump on her, so he did hit her in some way, or she was injured in some manner. However, George also had scratches on him. George didn't know how he got them. He said he didn't hit her. He said she didn't hit him. They both have injuries, so that can't be true. But conveniently, as we know from the last body cam, Sarah likes to leave out what she has done in the situation, just like she forgot to mention that she strangled him and only mentioned the fact that he kicked her. So who knows what's actually true, but what's important is she wanted to press charges. They got a pretrial order of a no contact order. He's not supposed to be around her at all. Then we fast forward 3 days later to June 18th, 2019. Now I'll get into the affidavit from that arrest. On June 18th, 2019, at approximately 07:21 hours, I, Detective Sergeant Straw, responded to in response to credit card fraud, later determined to be a violation of a pretrial release conditions for domestic violence battery. When I arrived on scene, I met with Sarah Boone, victim, who stated the following. Sarah and George Torres Jr., defendant, had been living together at the above address and been in a physically intimate relationship for approximately 2.5 years. Sarah had gotten into a fight with George on June 15th, 2019, which resulted in George being arrested for battery domestic. Reference case number, George was released on June 16th, 2019 with pretrial release conditions from the Honorable Judge Maureen Bell. Part of those conditions stipulated that George was to have no form of contact with Sarah, reference court case. On June 18th, 2019, George went to Sarah's residence and made contact with her. Sarah stated she did not invite him to her residence, but did not deny him access in. While Sarah was upstairs with a friend, Sarah stated George took a credit card of hers and left the residence. During the time that George and Sarah have been together, George has used her credit card on multiple occasions, and Sarah has allowed him to. Sarah uttered to me the fact that George was on pretrial release conditions for battery. When I questioned her about what the conditions included, she told me he was not to have any form of contact with her while the battery case was active. I inquired with her about her letting George contact her and be at her residence. At this point, Sarah became uncooperative with my investigation because she did not want George to be arrested. Sarah refused to provide me with a sworn written statement. I attempted to locate George at both his parents' residence and his place of work at the Ace Hardware store at da-da-da-da. He was not at either locations. Later, on June 18th, 2019, at approximately 13:22 hours, I was dispatched to da-da-da in reference to a verbal argument. When I arrived, I met with Sarah, who told me that George had returned to the residence and was currently inside. I made contact with George, who stated he went to see Sarah in reference to the events earlier. He stated he knew he was on pretrial release conditions and was not supposed to be in contact with Sarah. I arrested George for violating his pretrial release conditions. George was secured in handcuffs, checked for proper fit, and double locked. I placed George in the rear prisoner transportation section of my vehicle. He was transported to BRC without incident. A copy of the no contact order was uploaded into DataWorks. My BWC was active during this incident. That last sentence. Okay. Moving on. So to summarize that, Sarah called the police on George twice that day. And this is 3 days after calling the police on him again, 2 days after he was released. He went into their place and used her credit card. Apparently, they said that he used that multiple times in the past and that she let him do that. Even if she didn't give him permission to do that this time, it's like, yeah, theft is not great. However, I don't know if that's worthy of calling the police on your partner for, especially if you've let them do that in the past. And again, not great. Police just seems a bit much. She never said he wouldn't give it back or that she tried to get it back from him and he wouldn't. And then 6 hours later, she calls the police again over an argument. I guess he came back and she gave the card and they fought over that. And then she called the police again, which I'm like, again, both of these incidences, an argument and him using your credit card, don't quite seem police worthy to call. You're not saying you're in danger. You're not saying that he threatened you. And then you just so happen to let it slip out that he violated his pretrial motion. And you said you don't want him to get in trouble, but you were just telling him something that you knew would get him in trouble. And so what annoys me so much about this body cam footage is, one, how happy she is. She is just elated. I'm setting this scene so that I don't overly pause too much. I'm going to try my best. But it is otherworldly. She's clearly drunk. She's going to tell the police that she only had one drink. And I want you to hold on to that mentally. Sarah is saying during everything that we're about to see, she only had one drink. And the way she tries to manipulate them blows my mind. I can't even tell her motivations, because then when he is getting arrested, her tone completely shifts and she can't believe that they're going to arrest him. You called them. You know that that can happen. Unless you had a different intention for calling them, which was not to have him arrested, but you were in an argument, you called the police and you wanted them to yell at him and tell him to treat you nicer. And then it backfires. Allegedly. I honestly, after watching this, I don't know whether she wanted to get him arrested or not, whether she's just playing games at the end and making it pretend sad and making it feel like she's sad when she really isn't. I have no idea. But keep in mind, in this video, she has only had one self-reported drink.
It's the same place!
So I'm guessing you called for a reason, right?
You told me to.
24 hours to
Yep.
get a check.
Okay. Don't arrest her.
Yeah, but you do realize he's here, though, right?
322,
Just trying to talk it out.
So have you been drinking?
I had a drink.
Okay.
Okay, I made it 18 seconds. Honestly, better than I thought. What? She's literally jumping for joy when she sees them, and then her face immediately changes and she gives this pouty puppy dog sad face. and then says that George told her to call the police? What kind of sense does that make? But yeah, only a drink.
It's raining.
It is raining.
Public to 16825 East Colonial Cornerstone Road. Speak to the manager. Or the store manager just broke.
No, don't close the door because I gotta keep an eye on my guy.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's open.
Party to
Okay, well,
disappeared in different directions. One in the area check. One of the Hispanic males.
What's gonna happen?
Had tattoos all over him. No shirt, gray pants.
Yeah, I have to.
sneakers.
He's here.
Other one, tattoos.
Yeah, you can stay right here.
Walk
You
across
can stay right here. He doesn't know that you call.
McDonald's.
He doesn't know how to
Another
know
black
that.
male, no
Yeah.
prescription, car QA,
I have to.
three white males, requesting an area check.
Why do you have to? We left earlier. We respected your wish. Yeah, we respected your wish earlier. Okay.
I made it 30 seconds this time. But just wow. She's acting like this is so shocking. Why would you come here to arrest him even though I called you here and just so happened to tell you that he broke a no contact order for a battery that happened 3 days prior? And now she's doing this, no, don't do that. Why? I get such fake vibes from this. I get such fake vibes of she's pretending. No, don't do that. Arrest him? No. Because remember, she would always go out the next day and try to bail him out. Again, trying to teach a lesson in my mind of I can have you taken away and I can get you out anytime I want. And I can play this little game and they will always believe me over you. So, when I say I want my credit card back, you better give me my credit card back. And he even says, we respected your wishes earlier. Now we have to. Why? Because you called them again. They've respected the wishes, quote unquote. You could have just left it at that. And again, maybe if this was a physical altercation, it would make more sense, but you're telling me that it wasn't. And then at the very beginning, if you heard, she said, well, we were trying to talk it out. So after you call the cops, then you want to talk it out. Then you want to tell them, oh, no, it's okay. He's fine. Don't arrest him. Why would you have to do that?
He's here. Okay.
24 hours.
It's because it's domestic. That's the only reason why. Yeah, I have to, man. You can stay right here. He doesn't have to know. He doesn't have to know.
Management office 56 complaints transfer from Okie occurred last night.
I'll hear your piece. You can sit back here. Stop raining. It's just sprinkling. It's okay.
Like an 8 gray Chevy Malibu.
go in the corner if you want.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Hey, but I'm literally begging you, don't.
Yeah, but you know he's gonna have to. Just stay here.
Don't come out here acting up. Okay.
There's nothing I can do.
There's nothing you can do.
Why?
Just the law, it's the way the law is, alright? So.
I kind of want to give you a hug.
No, you don't need to give me a hug.
Yeah, you're kind of big and berry.
No, that's okay. No hugs today.
She just went from, is there anything I can do? Please, no, to, can I give you a hug? I'm just mind blown. And as you remember from our prior video, she does not respect boundaries at all and is very touchy-feely, and the cop had to say, don't scrape my arm again. Just nothing here makes sense. And again, you've only had one drink. I feel so bad for George in this situation. And the fact that the cop had to say, don't come out here acting up, and they haven't said that about George. What I have noticed in any footage I've ever seen of George, he is docile, calm, and cooperative. And that doesn't mean he always is like that, and doesn't mean he can't get mad or violent, but it just means she is painting him out to be someone we aren't seeing when we are seeing the behavior she's talking about in herself. And to play dumb about it, like you didn't actually intend this to happen, is what's blowing me. Because I'm like, who's the performance for? I think the performance is for George, of like, yeah, I did that, but we were talking it through. I didn't actually want to get you arrested. I tried to have them go away, and I tried to do anything I could to get you out. But, you know, next time, don't do what you did to me, and none of this will have to happen.
Man, go inside. We have a conversation. She's good. She's good. I'm trying to get her to go back inside because we're trying to do something over here. I know, but I'm trying to keep you away from there. You're not listening. You keep coming outside.
Just go inside.
Just go inside.
I have to come talk to you.
Yeah, he'll come talk to you.
No, don't have Rachel come talk to me.
There you go.
Okay, no problem.
Have Rachel. There you go.
George, I'll do whatever I can.
Okay.
George, take it easy, George. You hear me?
All right.
George!
Rachel, come
What's your
talk
name again? I just said to stop. So that's all I want you to. There you go. Go call Papa Mom.
Babe, I had no idea.
Jesus Christ. Go inside. Call Mom and Pop.
What?
You're not going to do anything for him. There you go.
They
Call
won't
Mom and Pop.
answer.
You can't do
I'll
anything
make
for
sure we
him.
go over there and do it. Babe!
Stop screaming at him. See, she don't listen.
I know.
No. Go back inside. Go back inside. Go back inside. Jesus.
Do you need Jesus right now?
I don't.
Jesus Christ is right. He may not need Jesus right now, but Sarah Boone does. Because what is happening? The fact that all the police officers have to tell her to calm down and leave is a little more telling when George has done nothing at this point, at least behavior-wise. It's just flooring me, and I think it's gross. He asked her to call his parents, and she was like, no, they won't answer. I'm like, you could at least try. I mean, at least lie to him and say, yeah, I'll call, and then have Kimmy or whoever you said go do it. But no. Her form of helping is yelling and pretending that this is affecting her more than anyone else.
I don't need Jesus. Go inside. Go inside. Why do you keep coming out here causing problems? Go inside and call Mom and Pop. There's nothing you can do for him out here. You're not going to hug him. You're not going to go talk to him. Just go inside and call Mom and Pop.
How's Henry over there talking to him?
Henry's the property manager. He's asking him questions. The deputy's asking him questions. Why is this?
What do you want me to do?
Ma'am, go inside. Go call Mom and Pops. Let's go. You're not doing anything for him screaming here. Why is this so hard for you?
What happened?
I need his father and his mother.
Take her inside. Take her inside. Maybe he'll show it to you.
His father's number and his mother's number.
Yes, I
Yeah.
got
So I could
I
give him a
got
piece of
both. I got both. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all gotta go. Okay,
Alright.
it's done when it's done.
Why are you screaming for?
Sarah, I need your number because you don't have it. So
Goodness
when you get
gracious.
this phone call,
I have it.
I need you to write it
I know. She's on something.
So they got
Write it
domestic
down.
incident last week.
I'll give
Uh-huh.
He has a no contact order.
He has an oath.
Period.
Okay.
I know how it feels to be locked up without a number.
Yeah.
Can you write his mother and his father's number?
Come inside.
Come on, let's go.
You need anything with me?
I need you to go inside in the past 5 minutes.
We need the phone numbers.
Goodness gracious. Alright, go.
George!
Sarah,
Yeah, you have to hurry up. It's about the floor. All right, bud.
You need her for anything?
No, we don't.
Yeah, they are completely done. They said we don't need her for anything. We need her to go as far away from us as possible. But you can also see how quickly she can get aggressive. She starts yelling at the police, leave now. Well, he's over there talking to him. Why is he talking? Because he's the property manager. Why are you in everyone's business? You started all of this. You brought all of this out, and now you're acting like what is happening as though you did not know this was going to happen. You absolutely did. Or maybe you didn't, and you thought you could just direct everyone and play little puppy dog acts of, no, don't arrest him, it's okay, we're working it out now, and then like looking over your shoulder, grinning at him. This just don't sit right with me.
We don't. We have her information already. So here's what's going to happen, bud. You're going to take the ride back down, and because it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to see a judge tomorrow morning. So you'll be able to see her today. And it might be the same judge that gave you the no contact order. Okay? listen, from here on out, bud, until that case is resolved, you cannot come here, okay, or have contact with her, even if she invites you, okay? She called us earlier and told us that you guys had a no contact order, okay? She didn't want anything to do with you, like charges, nothing. But we told her because it's domestic, the state of Florida has to, okay? So, all right, bud, just make sure he's got nothing on him.
I know him.
Hey, you don't have anything on you, right, bud? No, okay. We'll make it as cordial as it can be, okay? We promise, man, all right? What did you say?
Sure. I'll do it right then.
I love you, babe. I'll take it easy. Did you hear me? I love you. Call Papa and Mom. Tell them that I'm...
Hey,
Sarah, call Papa and Mom.
I'll make him go over there and do it. Hey.
No.
It's alright, babe. George, give me your mom's and your father's
Just
number.
stay here,
I
right
don't know it.
You don't know
She knows. Sarah knows. What's the charges against?
So the domestic battery charge that he got hit with last week or whatever it was, he was given a no contact order by the judge. Okay, whether she invites him or not,
I know.
he knows he can't be here. So he was here this morning, and she called us this morning. Okay, he's now back, and he knows by he can't be any contact.
Can I get some money so you can make a phone call?
No, he gets a phone call when he gets down there. Yeah, he gets one when he gets in.
You don't got nobody's number?
Well, if you have a piece of paper real quick, you can get it for me and we'll give it to him.
You don't know your mother's number? She has.
If you can get it real quick, we'll give it to him.
Can I get his mother's number and his father's number?
So yeah, that was the body cam footage for George's arrest on June 18th, 2019. That was hard to get through without pausing at every last second because it is almost 2 p.m. like the officer said, and she is hoop, hollering, yelling. Most people are at work, so luckily she might not be waking people up, but still just disruptive at all types of the hours. And again, this is her with one drink. She calls the police on him twice within 6 hours and then acts shocked on why he got arrested. Maybe because she was so ingrained in alcohol at that moment, her mind, the wires just didn't connect, and she thought that she could actually just send them away. But the yelling, the over dramatizing everything, she took a situation that could have been very calm because George was calm from start to finish. And at first, when he was coming out of the house, the officer was like, now don't come out here making a scene. I thought he was talking about George. But no, it was about Sarah. It just, even when she's calling the police and having someone else arrested, she needs to make herself the center, and her needs are above everyone else's. Again, she does not care about boundaries. She will keep trying to go over at George no matter how many times the police tell her to go sit her butt down somewhere. This just speaks more to her character, who she was when the murder occurred, because this is closer to who she was then than what she's trying to portray now. And that always really annoys me about court cases. When they go to trial, they're always like, I want to show you who I am, and I'm not this type of person, I'm this. It's like, okay, I don't care who you are now. You could be Mother Teresa. Well, no, I hate Mother Teresa. She's awful. But you could be a saintly person now. At the time of the murder, this is who you were. She would constantly put him in scenarios that were dangerous for him. Say he was crying wolf, say he was crying wolf, and then call injustice when people don't do things exactly how she wants them done. I talk about it every video, and I won't talk about it every video as we move forward because it doesn't always apply. But again, in this situation, it does apply. This is another example of LAV abuse, legal administrative aggression or violence. She thought she could use the police. She thought she could manipulate the police into doing what she wanted, scaring him, getting him to behave. Now he's going to jail again, and she's hooping, hollering. And the only thing he's asking her is to call mom and dad. She won't do it. She keeps saying, what do you want me to do? He is telling you, you aren't doing it. And the officers have to ask, well, can we get the parents' number from you? Because obviously you're not going to do it. And you said you're going to get Kimmy. I don't know who Kimmy is. You need to do it. If you don't want to call, leave a message, leave a voicemail, text, carrier pigeon, whatever. You keep asking what you could do. And then when they tell you, you say no. Because it's not what you want to do. All right, guys, I'm just rambling. So that's going to be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you're feeling it. And until next time.